Memories that just don't fade.
We've got the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's the MLB on 2K Sports.
National League Baseball, and today it's the 2008 World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. We get ready for the first week of MLB on 2K Sports. Ticket sales for this one have exceeded 43,000. Our starting pitcher for Philadelphia. So, Steve, how do you think he'll go about handling these Mets bats today?
Now his right-hander brings outstanding stuff to the mound every time he takes the ball against a lineup that can be somewhat of a challenge at times for pitchers, but if he's on top of his game, he should be able to shut them down.
Right now we've got a moment to look at the lineup for the Mets. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, a guy that sometimes gets left out on an island on his team with a lot of injuries to the other players, he's the guy that has to step up and play pretty much every day. David Wright, though, is the guy that they count on to drive in the big runs and be that force in the middle of the lineup that the other team has to defend against.
It's going to be Wilson now. Loss for the Mets in yesterday's game. They really want to prevent that sweep. 0-2, third game of the series now against Philadelphia. This one's grounded near third, foul. Looking at that outing, they really unable to stop an onslaught.
Yeah, and that onslaught contributed to that 6-run loss.
There's a swing towards the hole. Schmidt will make the play.
Boy, it's different when you're playing third base. It's one thing if the ball comes at you fast and you're a hitter because you expect it. It's hard to read it off the bat. You have to have great reactions. That's a great play.
Right into the batter's box. Last year, 265 against the Phillies, playing in Philadelphia. Fastball is high, 1-0.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. And that's a ball. Now David Wright's going to be looking for the green light.
Well, you fall behind 3-0, and this is when the pitcher has to be careful. He just can't throw a cookie in there and expect the hitter to take it.
He delivers. And that one misses. That'll be ball 4.
He needs to be careful here. Don't give them free base runners. Make them earn it. Off the plate outside, he's missed on 4 straight. He's got to bring it back in the zone.
Got a chance to check out the Phillies here. Here's how they look defensively. John, who's the factor for them?
Well, Jimmy Rollins has been doing it for a long time at the shortstop position, and he doesn't seem to be slowing down any time at all. Still possesses one of the strongest throwing arms and one of the most accurate throwing arms for any infielder in baseball.
One down, runner at first. On the way. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. 2 away. And be sure to tune in next Wednesday. It'll be Kevin Youkilis and the Boston Red Sox. They take on the Tampa Bay Rays. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time.
Hey, Gary, do you think John will buy us dinner in town that time we go watch that ball game?
It's going to be Hernandez. Runner on first, 2 away. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. Picked up by Rollins. Throws on to first, side is retired. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. First look, Philadelphia bat coming right up. And on the mound, we've got Tom Seaver. He's starting the game for New York. And what is this Philadelphia lineup going to see from him today, Steve?
Now this right-hander has quality stuff, and doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
Missed with the fastball outside, and it's even at 1.
But a two-seam fastball down to the way, trying to get the hitter to roll his hands over to get the ground ball. He just laid off, though.
The pitch. This is in the air, straight away left. The catch is made. We've got a moment to show you the Phillies lineup. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, a guy who's a former MVP and Jimmy Rollins is a guy that stands out for you. One, because he plays the shortstop position, and he's very athletic and gifted at that position. But what he can do, too, is he's a guy at the top of the order that can hit a lot of triples. And when he does that and he's putting the ball in play and getting on base, his team usually wins.
Now let's a good look here at the Mets. Here's their defense. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, highlights are what you're going to see when you watch David Wright. He has the ability to make the unbelievable play. Sometimes struggles with the routine play. His throwing has sometimes been a concern, but to me, he's one of the best in the business at his position.
One out, nobody on. That one's going to be outside. Ball one. Slider is low, 2-0. The 2-0. Swing and a line drive. And that gets down Philadelphia's first hit.
Now we've got a moment to take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies last year and see how they ranked. Second in runs scored, fourth in triples, and they also utilized the stolen base. In the top 5 in stolen bases in the league, they understand that they just can't wait for the long ball or the extra base hit. Sometimes you have to make things happen, and they did it with a stolen base.
Now there's Chase Utley at the plate.
Well, 2010 was a bit of a letdown year for Chase Utley. He still hit well and got on base, but the fact that he only...
Ground ball by Utley. The second for one. And the deuce, a double play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. Well, has it gotten colder? Maybe warming up a bit. It started out really chilly here. The players loosened up a bit now. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Well, that two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
He deals. Fastball in the dirt that time. He stays off it. There's a swing and a miss at the fastball. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
Payoff pitch. Pitcher loses that battle. Could be costly. That's a leadoff walk.
Well, he couldn't get the hitter to expand his strike zone. Good patience at the plate turned into a base on balls.
Season shaping up now. A look at the Phillies. This New York series wraps up today. They'll pack their bags for Atlanta, take on the Braves. Great series there. That'll be a 3-game series. Then they'll square off against a fellow NL East team. The Nationals hosting that one. And quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. Runner on first. Here's a swing and a broken bad line drive. One. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play. Not quite enough time to get him. In the batter's box, it's Kingman. One out, man on first. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Misses outside for ball 2. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
That's swung on and a liner here. There's Rollins for 1. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1.
This ball is absolutely scorched at the shortstop. He doesn't even have to move to get the out.
It's Kent at the plate. Two outs and a man on first. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Here's the pitch. That one's drilled to short, and that'll retire the side. Caught by Rollins. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Shutout baseball. We're in Philadelphia. Schmidt at the plate. He'll start the home half of the second. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Here's the pitch. Ball. That misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. That's taken low for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Good pitch that time at the knees, 2-2.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Now, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
Brian Howard's batting now. There's 1 away.
Well, Howard's usually a guy that gets off to horrendous starts and really comes on strong in the second half. But 2010, he did a little reversal.
Drilled towards third. And this could be extra bases heading towards the corner. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out. John, talking about the reversal on Howard. Post All-Star break, 2010, hit was 248.
Yeah, but I think part of that was the injury. He sprained his ankle a little bit, and that affected his swing and his power. He just never really bounced back from it.
Howard's the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
Hit in the air to left center. 2 away. The Mets' schedule, it looks like this. The series with Philadelphia concluding today. A division rivalry, they'll face the National. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That's a 3-game series. Their homestand continues with another team, the Colorado Rockies. So, a lot of home games to look forward to. It's going to be Boone. Two outs and a runner on second. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes in the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
There's a smash towards the hole. And that will bring Jimmy Rollins to the plate.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
It sure looked like the hitter decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle and took advantage.
2 men on, 2 men out. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. Shortstop up. He'll start things off here in the 3rd inning. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that 4-seamer.
Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
A good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide to third. Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
K-Cam presents the 2-seamer. Take a look.
Couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't even get it started.
He came right back with another fastball, John.
Well, you see him go fastball like that, and you know he has a lot of confidence in that heater right now.
It's going to be Wilson now. Lined out last time up. Nobody on base, 1 away. First pitch on the way. First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. On the way.
Strike 1.
The 2-1. Swing and a liner to right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Wilson. That will bring David Wright to the plate.
Let's take a brief look here at the Mets and how they ranked in the National League last season. First in stolen bases, second in triples. And for the hits numbers, well, they didn't quite have the numbers you want there offensively, which really leads to some questions about their offensive production and how many runs they can score.
The ability to steal bases last year among the league's top 10. 1 out, runner on at first. Swing and a miss on a ball below the knees, 0-1.
Gary, you take a look at the legs on this guy. He can fly and really impacts the game with his speed.
Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. The pitch. Swings for a strike on the fastball. It'll be a 1-2 count. And this is popped up on the left side. And right retired. 2 away. Take a look at the teams who led in stolen bases last year. Brought to you by State Farm. The Mets #1. Second, the Padres. The Nationals third. Phillies fourth. It's the Astros #5.
Well, you talk about a game that could take a long time. This might be it. Anytime you have guys who can steal bases, the game just seems to slow down. That's what kind of pressure they put on the opposition. But both of these teams have the ability to steal bases. They were 2 of the best at it in the league last year, and it just puts so much pressure on the opposition when these guys get on base because you know they're going to be in scoring position soon.
Fouled away.
Foul ball!
And he gets under that one. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively. Ashburn into the batter's box. He'll get us going here in the home half of the 3rd. Let's that breaking ball go outside for ball 1.
They tried to go backdoor with the curveball right there, but just couldn't catch the outside corner.
1-0 on the way. Slider just misses the black. Falls behind 2-0. Pitch on the way. And here's a fastball for a called strike. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Decided to have a good rip at that one. We're even at 2.
Well, if you're going to do an instructional tape on how to throw a slider and the exact location to put it, draw this one up and put it on the tape because this is the perfect pitch. No hitter can bat that.
Brings that curveball. Just about had him, but it's full.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 away.
Well, it's probably a good idea the hitter didn't swing right there. It looked like he was thinking away. They bust him in. He'd have just broken his back.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. Flew out last time. Base is empty with 1 away. And the first pitch. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball.
1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0.
A great movement on that two-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Here's the pitch. Smashes that one towards the shortstop.
There's no justice in this game. When you hit it that hard, you should get a base hit, but he hit it right at the shortstop, and unfortunately, he's back to the dugout.
Two outs and nobody on. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and ripped towards second. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. And that's going to bring Chase Utley to the plate.
Well, you know the pitcher was hoping to get that 3-up, 3-down inning. A little bit of a breather inning, but that single will extend this one a bit here.
Second in steals for the ball club a season ago. Two outs and a man on first. First pitch on the way to Utley.
Ball.
Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
He's the guy on this team that they go to. If they need the stolen base, he's the man.
A 1-0 now. Catcher can't control it. Oh my, is he wild right now? That could be trouble. So they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and it came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
He watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike, 2-1. And he hit .277 last season against the Mets. Checks him at second. Here's the 2-1. A line drive toward short. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him, and maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter paying attention to the runner.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. And here's the first one. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And it falls in. Phillies a chance to score.
Well, you love the approach right there. He didn't try to do too much. He wasn't trying to be the hero. Just get that RBI and get that first run on the board.
Ryan Howard, he gets the chance with 2 outs. There are 2 on. What we're seeing here is just a great push. They've been able to jump out in front here in this ball game. You love to get the other team down early.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. He got his pitch, took advantage of it, drove it, and picked up the run.
And now Howard gets set. Really lets it rip on that one, but starts off with a strike. And you get a feeling, even though it's early in this ball game, that every run in this one is going to matter.
Well, that's why they have to look to keep tacking on runs, try to sustain the lead. When you've got an opportunity like this, you need a big hit.
Here's the pitch. Good eye by Ryan Howard. Plays off that one, and we're even.
That contributed offensively in their last game with a couple of RBIs. See if he can't do it again today.
Trying to hit that one to the parking lot, but missed. 1-2.
That changeup away is one of the most effective pitches because when the hitter's fooled, he starts to pull off the ball. He can only hit an inside pitch. He can't possibly reach the outside pitch unless he breaks down his swing.
And Ryan Howard swings and misses. He's gone. 1 run, 3rd inning. That'll break the scoreless tie. Philadelphia is leading 1-0. It's going to be Hernandez. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Now we got a bona fide base stealer at first base, the kind of guy that can steal second when everybody knows he might be going. They're going to have to keep him close.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now.
Well, they've got a couple hits here, and we're into the fourth inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time through the lineup, maybe they'll try to figure something out, Gary.
There's a swing and a line drive, and that gets through for a base hit. Here's a great chance for the Mets.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Here's the delivery. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
Here's the delivery. Johnson will watch that one up high.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
Up the middle. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. And Hernandez scores.
Well, with one run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they can string some hits together.
In the batter's box, it's Kingman. His club knew it had to match some production here, and they've done it.
Gary, that was a big at-bat right there. Coming up and bringing them back even here early on. Nice job.
That's all it took, and that brings us to that proverbial brand-new ball game. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch to him. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, that was a great at-bat, not only because it drove in the tying run, but it shifted the momentum, and now the offense is back on track.
He deals. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
Spins on a throw behind the runner. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, one down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Cam.
Two straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K. You know he's throwing gas out there.
One out with runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. Lays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Fastball misses low that time, 1-1.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Well, it's not going to surprise you at all if they put the runner in motion. Good speed on the bases, ahead in the count. Great time to make something happen.
The 2-1 pitch. He swings, hits a ball to right field. 2 men have been put away.
Not a bad swing on that pitch, but just got underneath it. And the result, easy fly ball to right.
Number 3 slot up again here. 0 for 1 thus far. Two down. Runners at first and second. First pitch, here it comes. Fastball misses away. 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. That's a called strike on the outer half. 1-1.
That's a great pitch right here. Pounding the strike zone, going up and away. A pitch he could catch up with.
Here's a spin and a throw back to second. And he's easily back to the bag. Lined right at the second baseman. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they stretch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. Tie ball game here in Philadelphia. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. And in the batter's box, it's Allen. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
A nice four-seamer right there. That one's clearly on the outside corner. He hit the spot.
The pitch. He can't connect with that off-speed pitch. Digging a hole now. 0-2. Here it comes. Got him. 1 away.
Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
Look at the teams who led the league in slugging last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. Second, the Rockies. In third, the Brewers. Fourth, D-backs. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, anybody can be pitched to. The problem is with this team, one of the top slugging percentage teams in the league last year, is when you make a mistake, they seem to end up for extra bases with this club. Everyone in this lineup has some sort of power. Even if it's not home run power, they have gap power. And that's a vital part of any team's offense.
Line towards second. And Kent takes care of that one.
Well, sometimes you have to hit them where they're not, and that was a shot right there, but they hit it right to the second baseman for an out.
And a chance with 2 down for Jimmy Rollins. In his career, 269 off the Mets. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, you see there, he tried to go on that outside corner, down and away. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. You know that's a pitch you can't hit, so don't even swing at it. Well, and the catcher looked like he really wanted that one.
And that catches the outer half for a strike.
When you can spot your four-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
1-1 pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now. He delivers. Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up. Strike 3 swung on by Rollins, and no luck. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. We're through 4 here in Philly. It'll be the leadoff man trying to get things going here. It's going to be Wilson now. He'll get us started here in the 5th. First pitch to him. Fastball too low. 1-0. Swing and a line to left. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. That will bring David Wright to the plate.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
One of the best base stealers in the National League last year. Runner on first base, nobody out. Wright gets set. Here's the first pitch. And the pitch out, nothing doing that time. Yeah, Wilson gonna steal. And he's in there at second base. And he throws it away and everybody's safe. And that's a ball. Now David Wright's going to be looking for the green light.
Now, Gary, one of the things I really like to watch about him is his speed, that ability to impact the game on the bases. You love to see him get on and then wonder if he's going to go.
The 3-0 pitch. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Wright's going to be looking for something in the zone. He's hit .264 a lifetime against the Phillies. That's going to be a call, ball 4, putting him on.
That's good plate discipline by the hitter right there. Waiting the pitcher out, forcing to throw it over.
Piazza gets a shot here.
Now, Gary, that was his 3rd walk in this game, but he's been able to pitch around his base runners and not give up any runs.
Runners at the corners with no one out. And the first pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike. And Steve, with the walks in the ballgame, even though there aren't many, the trouble is he doesn't have anything to work with here.
Well, listen, you got to manage your base runners. You get guys on there, pitch around it, make your pitches when you need to, and that's what he's done.
Swung on, line to right center field. It falls in there, and Wilson will score.
Well, he saw a pitch that he really liked, and he did not miss it. A really nice job with nobody out, keeping this inning going and picking up that RBI. Great piece of hitting.
It's going to be Hernandez. Offensive production. Boy, does that look good as you move along later into a ball game, and they've got a lead.
You know, Gary, that at-bat we just saw could prove to be the most critical at-bat in this ball game as they've now taken the lead.
Could be one of those situations that decides the ball game. Because right now it looks like their offense is ready to start clicking. First pitch on the way. That's off the plate away, 1-0.
Now, Gary, as you were saying, that was one of those situations where they had the opportunity and they capitalized. And this offense does look like it's heating up. Let's see if they can keep it going here.
Here's the pitch. Fastball low, 2-0.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That 2-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And Hamilton's going to play it. 1 away. And the runners will have to hold at first and second. Strawberry gets a turn here. He's 1 for 1 so far.
Wright has surprising speed over there. He can steal a base. They better keep him tight.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. And Hamilton's going to play it. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one. And they'll try and hold the runners second and first. They stay.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Two men on and two men out. And here's the first one. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
Here's the pitch. A little too eager. And he's behind 0-2. Low, and it's 1-2. Outside, 2-2 now. On the way. Hit in the dirt. Schmidt. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. Mets take this brand new lead to the next half inning. Bottom of the order to get things started. Ashburn into the batter's box. Here's the first pitch. Can't get him to chase it. That's low. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Seaver doesn't get there in time. He is on. Now the State Farm leaderboard. Look at those teams who had the highest average last year. Number 1, the Reds. Second, the Cardinals. The Rockies third. Fourth, the Brewers. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
When you watch this team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down, and if you're going to beat them, you better hope you're getting a lot of double play balls because there's always going to be guys on base.
Drops down a bunt. Seaver. And his throw gets him one away.
You want to get runners in scoring position, and sometimes you have to lay the ball down and get them advanced. That's what he did right there.
And if this runner scores, we'll go back and take a look at what just happened and say thank you very much.
Good team baseball right there.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Singleton scored his last time around. Man on second, one away. Now the first pitch. Slider just misses 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a 4-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
The 1-1. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. As he retreats back, runner on his way to third.
Well, the runner advances to third on this one. Obviously, he would have liked to have driven him in, but at least he advanced the runner.
Now he needs someone to pick him up and deliver that RBI.
Only 90 feet away from scoring.
That is Chase Utley at the plate. And when he gets on, he gets in. Number 2 on his team in runs last year. Man on third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1.
Well, Gary, he's the centerpiece of this offense. He's certainly in the middle of everything they produce.
Here's a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Fastball gets away from him there, 2-1.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to see his last game, he picked up a couple of RBIs in that one. Swing of the bat.
Strike 2-1 pitch is a slider, taken for a called strike 2.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
On strike 3. Utley didn't even take a hack at that one. That'll set him down. They get a man to third, but can't bring him home. Mets still protecting this lead. In the batter's box, it's Kingman. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. He deals. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. Swing and a miss on a ball off the inner edge. 0-2. Fouled off. Foul ball. Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
It's the best pitch in baseball. The fastball down and away. If you can master that, you can be successful. He's successful.
It's Kent at the plate. He flew out his last time up. One out, bases empty. And here's the first one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
The pitch, grounded up the middle, played by Utley, and that'll retire Kent. Up again now, the number 5 spot. 0 for 2 thus far. Two outs, bases empty. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Picked up by Rollins. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. And it'll be the Phillies. And for those of you catching up with us, hi. I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
Catcher gets a hold of that one in the dirt. Two-1 on the way. Fastball gets away from him there, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
The pitch. Lost him. Ball 4. Potential tying run is on.
Well, good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base.
And that'll bring Ryan Howard to the plate.
Oh, Gary, that walk right there is the tying run in this game. That's not how you want to make the opposition do it. Make them earn it.
No one out and a runner on first. And now Howard gets set. Takes that one low and outside, 0-1. Stevie knows he's really got to pitch now. He's put himself in a situation where he's really brought pressure on himself.
These are the type of innings you get really big on you right here. It's about damage control. I know you put the tying run on, but you've got to bear down right here.
Here's the pitch. Good eye by Ryan Howard. Lays off that one, and we're even. A lifetime number, well, 259 off the Mets. Comes set, now the 1-1. That big breaker gets by. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That one fouled off by Howard. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. So they can't make the play.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
And Ryan Howard swings and misses. He's gone.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. The Brewers, 2nd. In 3rd, the D-backs. The Rockies, 4th. And number 5, the Phillies rounded up.
Well, you see so many games won with one swing of the bat, and this team last year was one of the best at hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You make a mistake, they will make you pay. The bottom line is, though, there's no one in this lineup that you think is going to be an easy out because they can all take you out.
Now swing and a shot toward 2nd. And he throws to first in time, out number 2.
Well, he gets the man over to 3rd base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
Two outs, a runner 90 feet from scoring at 3rd. Here's the first pitch. Passes on that low outside pitch, 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind, 2-0. Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate with that 2-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
On the way. A swing and a drive deep left center field. Great turnaround for him. A 2-run homer. They lead by a 1. So with 2 runs on the board of the long ball, here's a look at how that hit contributed on the win expectancy chart.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
And what they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after it. A lot of pressure on the opposing pitcher now. This relentless Phillies offense has put them out in front, and they're looking to add on some more.
Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Steve, a big fly like that at this point in the ball game, you start thinking, you know something, we're going to win this ball game.
Well, backbreaker, boy, that kind of power shows the other team that, you know what, you always have a chance to catch up or extend your lead.
It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. He watched that fastball that was in there. He got 25 at-bats last season against him, 6 hits off the Mets. Here's the 1-1. Blowing outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
And now Rollins has the 3-1 count.
Well, this lineup really making them work in this inning deeper into the game, and this is where you're a little bit fatigued, and boy, throwing up over 20 pitches an inning is tough.
That fastball is in there. He lays off it now at 3-2.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
3-2 on the way. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. The Phillies gaining the upper hand here. It's going to be Wilson now. 2 for 3 thus far. And the first pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Well, down by 1, nobody out here in the 7th inning. You want to try to get somebody on base and get a little bit of rally, because within 1, you want to be able to time it and maybe take the lead. So play for a big inning right here.
That's in the dirt. He traps it. And that one's in there for a strike. 2-1.
Well, the pitcher's executing his game plan. He knows these hitters. He knows how he wants to pitch them. And now he's locating his pitches in exactly the right spot.
Here's the pitch. 2-1 pitch, a fastball. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Fastball bounces to the plate that time. The 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit softly up the middle. Picked up by Rollins. So Wilson is set down.
Well, Gary, he's pitching well right now. And that's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
David Wright at the plate. Still seeking his first hit of the ball game. One out, nobody on. Wright gets set. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
Well, the great thing about David Wright is he's a stand-up guy. When things are going good, he's in front of the media. When things are going bad, he's still in front of the media answering their questions. He's in the lineup pretty much every day. He's been a very durable player for the New York Mets.
Wright fouls that one away. The other thing about David Wright, guys, his glove. I mean, his bat's so good it gets overlooked, but he's a really good defensive ball player.
You know, he's a good base runner as well. He can steal his share of bases, and he can do a lot of things to help a team win a game.
Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Now, Gary's still dealing with that one-run differential. One out here in the 7th inning. And again, I think it's about making plays right now and offensively force the issue. Get somebody on base and put the pressure on the pitcher.
He swings and drives this one. Out number 2.
You want to talk about settling in? How about retiring 8 hitters in a row? I think he's settled in.
Piazza at the plate now. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
With 2 outs here in the 7th inning, you need to make a play behind your pitcher. He's going to pitch to contact. Somebody's got to step up, make the play, get the out, and then get back in there and see if he can score some runs and add on to your lead.
Hit sharply down the line. Throws on to first. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. Philadelphia still ahead. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Number 47 is called up. He'll be pitching as they make the pitching swap. That one's low and away. Ball 1.
Well, the hitter didn't take the bait. That's a great pitch. That breaking ball down and away, trying to get the hitter to chase. You have to give him credit. He didn't go out of the zone for it.
And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
The key for any pitcher is establishing the 4-seam fastball. Once you get that working, it gives you so many different options.
The 1-1 pitch. 1-1, a slider that misses. 2-1. That's on the black for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That's 1 down.
This ball was well hit, and the ball looked like it was going to carry deeper. The right fielder had just enough time to slide over and put it away.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. Last time through, he had a sacrifice bunt. Base is empty, 1 out. The first pitch. Ball. Lays off that one outside, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball low, 2-0. And he comes back with one that's in there, and it's 2-1.
Well, that hanging slider, it just spins like a helicopter up there. You've got to wail on it when he makes a mistake like that.
Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a liner. And that gets down. Hamilton on it first.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. The D-backs, number 1. Second, the Reds. Third spot, the Brewers. The Rockies, 4th. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things.
Oh, he takes off for second. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. There he goes, headed for third.
Strike 2.
And he made it. Safe at third. The pitch.
Ball.
Tried to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1-2.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
This one fouled back.
Foul.
The 1-2 pitch.
Ball.
Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
The 3-2 pitch. Catcher can't control it.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Now Chase Utley. Career numbers for him, 277 off the Mets. 2 men on, 1 out. First pitch on the way to Utley. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a liner to right center. And he gets through. Utley driving in the run.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Schmidt at the plate. And the offense here is putting on the show right now. They're in charge of this ball game.
Well, they were given an opening, and they took it. And now they have a lead late in the game.
Runners at first and third, 1 away. And the first pitch. Lined up the middle. Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Here is Ryan Howard. And the offense here is putting on the show right now. They're in charge of this ball game.
Offense coming to life late here, tacking on additional insurance runs, taking the pressure off the pitcher.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. And now Howard gets set.
0-1.
Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. Well, they may not have put it away, but they sure are making it a lot easier for the guys coming out of the pen.
Well, they wouldn't mind making it a little bit easier right now. Another big hit could really put it out of reach here, Gary.
Here's the pitch. And it's 0-2. Ryan Howard. He'll be swinging at anything close here.
This pitcher being very aggressive, throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
You're out.
And that one swung on and missed by Ryan Howard.
Well, K-Camp's going to show us the four-seam fastball here. That's how you use the fastball. With 2 strikes, he hits his spot, throws it right to the catcher's glove. Good execution.
Schmidt's the runner at first. Utley at second. And the first pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
A fastball up in the zone like that, a pitch a lot of guys like to hit. He just couldn't swing the bat.
Here it comes. Ooh, missed badly there. And it's 1-1.
Well, a cut fastball up and away can be dangerous because that pitch can run over the plate. Fortunately, the hitter laid off it and didn't get hurt.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. Well, that didn't come too soon. 25 pitches to get out of the inning. Philadelphia up 3. It's going to be Hernandez. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Not on the mound, we'll see Randy Wolf as they make the pitching swap. And it's fouled away. Oh and 1. Wolf kicks and throws.
Strike 2.
Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2.
Obviously getting late right now, Gary, and I think that from the pitching perspective, you'll trade an out for a run at this stage of the game, understanding that for every out you get, you're closer to winning.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And Hernandez set down. Strawberry up at the plate. Last time up, flew out. One out, bases empty. Wolf with the delivery. That one's drilled to short. That should be a base hit.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
With good speed now at first base, Gary, they're going to have to at least keep an eye on him. Even though they've got the lead, they've got to watch him because they might try to steal to get back into this game.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
Boy, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
He delivers. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Hamilton's going to play it. 2 down. And he'll have to hold at first.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch. It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that one's put away to retire the side. Well, Randy Wolf gets it done again. And here come the Phillies. This is going to be the home half of the 8th inning. It's going to be Boone. He homered earlier in the ball game.
Quality, productive at-bats, driving in a run, and then the big home run as well. So their team's winning. He's been a big part of the production.
And he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike 1.
Well, outstanding movement on the cut fastball, but he left it out over the heart of the plate. He got away with one right there.
Here's the delivery. Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Good slurve that time, but it's called a ball. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Slider down at the shoe tops as he dances away.
Look out. You got to get out of the way when it comes that far inside.
Two-two pitch. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2.
Well, the setup man right now is over the 30 pitch mark, and I tell you, these guys are used to having quick innings and basically only pitching 1 inning at a time. The more pitches he throws, the better chance the opposition has of hitting him.
Ball 4, he walked him.
Good bite on the slider with a full count, but the hitter lays off of it. Good eye. Ball 4.
Here's Jimmy Rollins. Runner on first, no outs. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
The 1-0 pitch. Cutter just off the black, and he falls behind 2-0. Now with 3 balls here, Rollins can decide just what he wants to do on this next pitch.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Pitch on the way. And now Rollins has the 3-1 count.
Well, it's tough to tell a hitter to stay back on a fastball, but this is what he needs to do. He's jumping out trying to get to it and is just way out in front.
That one swung on, hit in the air. 1 away. Ashburn into the batter's box. We're trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far.
You've got the lead right now with speed on first base. You have to get him going, I think.
And a ground ball right, and it gets through. A 2 for 4 ball game.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away, he drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat, and he did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit, that's how you do it.
One out with runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Number 47 in time for the out.
Well, that's some bunt right there. Moving up the base runners. Good execution, Gary.
That puts a couple in position to come across the plate. You talk about getting something done that matters. That's the case right there.
Now they're looking for the big hit.
Six slide up at the plate again. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Benitez sets and throws. Lays off that one inside, ball 1.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. And he looks at a slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. Philadelphia 5, Mets 2. It's Kent at the plate. 0 for 3 to this point. Number 40 will be the new pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And he makes the catch. On away.
Well, offensively right now, you're running out of time. Down your final 2 outs. And it's all about getting people on base. And then let somebody run into an extra base hit. 1 run at a time, 1 base runner at a time. But start to believe you can do it.
Nobody on base, 1 away. And the first pitch.
Ball.
Here's a slider that bounces to the plate. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
When you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
The pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though, 2-1.
Well, he had the right idea in mind, trying to get that fastball down and away. Just missed. Now let's see how he comes back with the next one.
The 2-1 pitch. 2-1 delivery of fastball. Taken for a call. Strike 2.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
The 2-2 pitch. Slider misses, takes the count full.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swing, and that one hit Hamilton. He's there, makes the catch. 2 down now.
1 more out to close this one out, Gary, and obviously a successful day, up by 3 and a safe situation. So, you know, obviously looking to try to close this one out and get ready for tomorrow.
Two outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way.
Strike 1.
Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. And he gets in there easily.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. Just third hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Batting is David Wright. Two outs and a man on first. Yeah, Wilson gonna steal.
Strike 1.
And he is safe at second. And that's a strike. David Wright going to have to take a defensive stance here.
Down, down, down. It's all about location. That breaking ball down in the zone makes it very difficult on the hitter.
Oh!
Wright fouls that one away. Here's the pitch.
Ball
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Now, Gary, this is a breaking ball down and away that just runs off the plate for a ball this time.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
Well, it's that time again. How about we take a look at our player of the game?
Well, it just seems funny that every time you need a big hit, it seems like the middle of the lineup happens to be up. And that's what happened in this game today. The third hitter came up with that big hit to help his team to the victory.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
This is Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Hope you had a great time, as good as we did. Then you're all set. See you next time.